theory is very straightforward. It's the theory that something, some event or some process is governed by a conspiracy. That's to say, a group of people, has to be a group, getting together in secret with some kind of illicit purpose. It can be malign. Sometimes it's not malign, but you have to have secrecy and you have to have a group of people and they have to have an intention to do something. Of course, conspiracies are not always successful. Conspiracy theories are very often not provable or not right. But one thing we're not doing is saying that all conspiracy theories are completely rubbish and that none of them has any basis in fact at all. If you look back across, say, Watergate in America, or even further back in the 19th century, you'll find there are some real conspiracies that really do exist.
Are we living in an age of conspiracies?
It looks like we are. It may be the effect of the internet, and part of our project run by John Norton, who's an internet specialist as a column in the Observer, is to trying to pin down the effect of the internet on the world of conspiracy theories. Is this an uncontrolled and uncontrollable, exponentially expanding area of public debate where anything, particularly conspiracy theories, can flourish? Do we live in an age of information overload where a lot of people find it, you can only make sense of it by positing some kind of conspiracy?
And I suppose a lot of people think that the answer to kill off conspiracy theories is more openness, more transparency, but you would argue that's not necessarily the case.
Well, my co-investigator David Runciman is very interested in the idea of the relationship between conspiracy and democracy. So it may be, for example, that in closed societies, let's say Nazi Germany or early 19th century Europe, under the influence of Prince Metternich trying to suppress revolutions, the government's always suspecting the people of conspiring against it because there's no possibility of open opposition. But when you have a more democratic society, a more open public sphere, more open public debate, then you get a growth of democracy and with it a demand for transparency in government. And the problem with that is that government can never be completely transparent. There have to be some secrets in government, some confidentiality, and so that breeds distrust. So it's possible to suggest, at any rate, as a hypothesis for testing, that the growth of the demand for transparency is self-defeating. It sows mistrust in government.
And just finally, what if all of the conspiracy theorists are right?
Well, it's not a part of our project to say whether they're right or wrong. I think if you start looking and say at conspiracy theories about the assassination of President Kennedy, it's a kind of black hole, and once you get down it, you never re-emerge from it. We're more interested in these conspiracy theories as a phenomenon in themselves.